Back, Bristol Police Chief Brian Gould has been on the job for nearly 30 years. In less than 2 weeks, he'll be retired. We're happy to have Chief Gould in studio with us this morning. Welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So in 2 weeks, you're going to walk out of that PD
Yes,
as chief. It's going to be your last time. What's that going to be like?
I got to tell you, I'm trying to envision what that's going to be like, right? I certainly know it's going to be a lot of mixed emotions. I know it's the right thing to do, but I'm going to miss it a whole bunch as well. I'm going to miss the people I work with. I'm going to miss the community that I serve and service in general. So it's going to be mixed emotions. Certainly incredibly exciting about the opportunities I look forward to, but leaving something that you love, leaving people that you love, I enjoy going there every single day, and it's going to be difficult for sure, but so a lot of mixed emotions, yeah.
When you made the announcement, the Hartford Courant wrote an article, and we had just seen Chief Thody up in Hartford say the same thing, and they pointed out Hartford, East Hartford, Granby, Vernon, North Branford, Darien, and State Police Colonel, a lot of retirements in the last 6 months. Why was the time right for you?
You know, it's pretty interesting, and I think we're all in a little different situation, and certainly I know all of them, and we've been all keeping contact with each other. Some have retired to go on, for East Hartford, for example, he went on to be a police chief in another jurisdiction. Hartford Thody, his contract was expiring. So, and I was a little bit in a similar situation. I'm completing 30 years serving the great city of Bristol and the Bristol Police Department. And I'm completing my second contract that actually expires on April 5th. So the timing was just all kind of lining up just right. And some opportunities that are going to be going on that I'm looking into as well. No official announcement at this point, but I have some exciting things going on, and it's just the department is ready. We have a great succession plan there, and we have people in place ready to move up, and growth is good. It's good for everybody. So a lot of factors going into play, and I'll tell you this: probably the most important thing is it's hard to explain, but I was once told, you'll just know when it's time. Almost kind of like when I knew that I wanted to go into this profession, and it was something inside that said, yeah, things are lining up. I'm paying attention to the signs and the signals, and yeah, it's good. It's good.
Well, let's talk about your police career. You started way in '94 as a cop. You worked your way all the way up to being the chief of the department. As you look back, have there been big changes in the world of policing from when you started to now?
Sure.
Tell us about it.
Sure. So, listen, policing has evolved. I think, and it's always evolving. I think every 10 years you're seeing, changes in the profession, which, it's crazy for me to say that would be 3 big changes for me, 30 years, But yeah, when I came on in the early 90s, I think policing was more in that traditional model of, stats, driving a lot. And when I say stats, I mean, going out and focusing on high arrests and motor vehicle. And it was a lot of that to kind of go out and fight crime, and a lot of focusing on crime. And I think as we've evolved as a profession, as we've evolved as a society, we started to look at how do we become better at what we do too. And I think, we started to embrace that community policing model a little more. And we had it early on in the Bristol Police Department. And as the years started to go by, we've just embraced it that much more. Hey, how about we start to go out and we partner more with our community? We start to look at problems ahead of time. We scan for those issues. We start to analyze and look at different response options. And so it's a lot more that goes into it than just, going out and responding to a call for service. Police are doing so much more now. And certainly, you've taken on the role of social work, and we have social workers embedded with us. We never had that stuff, way back. And so, yeah, there's been a lot of, we've evolved a lot. So it's been great.
Just in the time you've been chief, coming on first as interim in 2015, you were there during COVID.
Yeah.
The defund the police protests, George Floyd. Has it become a hard time to be a cop? As you're the leader of the men and women in that department, has being a police officer become more difficult?
I think everything becomes, I would say difficult, tough word, maybe challenging. You know, there's more challenges to it. But, you know, if you're prepared to adjust and, you know, you can meet those challenges. And we went through that as the rest of the state went through it, the nation, the world going through it. You know, but we have a great community. You know, the city of Bristol is very fortunate. They're an extremely tight, strong community. So going all through that together, we were able to successfully navigate it. So certainly it's challenging, but I think that not just our profession, I think any service profession at the moment has a lot of challenges to it, you know?
You talked about going through it together, and I know you were very proud of how your department and how the city went through what has to be a very dark day in your time as chief. Lieutenant Dustin DeMonte and Sergeant Alex Hamzy being shot and killed on the job. Looking back at your career, do you have some reflections on that bad night?
Oh yeah, it was awful. It was, you know, there's nothing that compares to that. You know, but because of the strength of those two families, you know, the Hamzy and DeMonte families are incredible, and you know, they're so strong, and our department being so strong, and the community being even that much stronger, everybody working together, it was you know, just helped us really get through that. But I drew my strength from those families, from the great men and women that I serve with, and from the community of Bristol and everybody else coming out. So, you know, I'm very grateful and thankful for all of them.
We have only about a minute left.
Yeah.
If someone comes up to you in the grocery store or sees you on the street and says, well, Chief, what's next? Not necessarily for you, but for that department, you got 122 men and women, sworn men and women working for you. What do you want them to know about that Bristol Police Department as you head out the door?
The Bristol Police Department is about to excel to heights that I couldn't even imagine. There's a lot of talent in there. They are ready to go. They are fully staffed for the first time in well over 10 years plus. So stay tuned for the Bristol Police Department, because I think they're great right now, and I get to be their biggest cheerleader. But now I get to be one of their biggest fans, and they're about to project towards excellence. So, you know, thank you to all the men and women in the Bristol Police Department I've had the privilege of serving with. Thank you to all those that serve on the front lines, and thank you so much to the community and city of Bristol for the privilege giving me the honor to serve for the past 30 years. It's been a wonderful time, and I thank you for making me a better person. So thank you very much.
Well, 30 years, thank you for your service, and like you said, been through a lot of ups and downs and challenges in the city. As you head out the door on April 5th, our thanks as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for being with us, too, Chief Brian Gould from Bristol.
Thank you. Thank you.